Am I the a-hole for calling out my dog sitter for doubling her charge 4 days before our flight? My husband, 33M, and I, 35F, have two small dogs, Pip, 5M, and Skip, 17M. We both work and live below our means, and this allowed us to purchase a home and have some savings. We enjoy travel with a strategic use of miles, promos, and reciprocal travel friendships. I budget carefully and pre-plan everything so we have enough to live, enough to save, and enough to enjoy our lives. Aside from our regular jobs, we also watch dogs on the side. We usually do so below market rate because we understand how inflated dog sitting fees have become. We usually pet sit for about $30 dog day. Sometimes we even dog sit for free if they are friend or family members, or if it is financially tight for some of our regular clients. We love animals and we are very understanding of other people's means. This has built us a small network of people we could rely on to watch our pets until recently. A couple of our friends moved away and some have become too busy. We started using a friend of my sister-in-law named Betty. She had been charging us $30 per day for Pip and $35 per day for Skip. She stays at our house and sat for us with no issue at that rate 2 times prior. In September, I informed her we were taking a longer trip to visit my husband's aunt for Thanksgiving as she has cancer. We told her it would just be Skip. After doing the math, it made sense to pay the fees and fly with Pip. She agreed. A few weeks before our trip, the sitter says she cannot watch Skip on Thanksgiving and Black Friday because her mom booked a cabin for them that didn't allow pets. So we scrambled to find someone to take Skip for those days. Although he does not have major medical issues and takes no meds, he is deaf, blind, has doggy dementia, and is incontinent. The incontinent part is usually puts people off taking him, so we were very anxious. But after some time, we found a sitter willing to take him those days, and Betty agreed to pick him up for the remainder of the days. Then 4 days before we leave for our trip, Betty says she will keep her rate at $65 a day because she will be traveling from the cabin, then picking up Skip. I called her out on this because we only needed to get an additional sitter because of the change in her plans. For reference, the other dog sitter was going to charge us $50 a day. I would have booked her for the whole thing, but Betty said she would charge us just an additional day for the pickup. My husband and I both assumed it would still be at our regular rate because she had not informed us otherwise over the 3 months we had planned this. I told her it was not cool that she is doubling our rate right before we are about to fly. I didn't tell her I wasn't going to pay the extra rate. I asked for a compromise and for her to be more upfront of any extra charges in the future. Betty then grew very uncomfortable with our interaction and basically backed out of watching him entirely. Thankfully, the second sitter was free to watch him the days she bailed on. Am I the a-hole? Also, while I appreciate your concerns about Skip's impending demise, he is actually still doing okay. He has no tumors, no cancer, etc. Sometimes we take him on small walks where he drools of all the scents. He has a very healthy appetite and loves his favorite foods. He likes to snuggle when we watch TV, and always loved to be in his special spot in the middle of the bed at night. Most of the time he is asleep. And when he wakes, we carry him gently to the backyard to relieve himself. We have talked at length with our vet about when it's time for him to go, and they said while he's still enjoying his favorite things, no need to preemptively euthanize.
So what do you think about this episode of Totally Reddit? Let us know in the comments below, and while you're at it, subscribe, follow, and check out another one of our Totally Reddit stories.